Okay, quick readability check. All stations, all stations. How do you read?
Radio 5 Victor Tango Oscar Mike Paul.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Kilo Alpha Romeo.
Radio 5, Victor Tango Juliet Hotel Alpha.
Radio 5 Victor Tango Sierra November India.
Mumbai Tower, Victor Tango Sierra Victor Papa, Radio 5. How do you read?
सबका हो गया students? Very nice to see Om and Karishma as well in class. Please observe and learn, and after the session, please share your learning for today over chat. Summarize करके आप भेजोगे, and मैं आप लोगों को yeah, that's it. We'll just quickly do the mock, and we'll see how it goes. Part 2 में साहिल, if you clear part 1, then we'll do part 2. Part 2 में आपको वीडियो ऑन करना होगा, and others please just observe and log the calls, make your own solutions, and अपनी solution पे ध्यान देना. You have to focus on your own solution at the question paper. You can make your calls at the same time. Try to listen to what the pilot is talking about, what are the challenges and what are the mistakes and all. All that you give me as a short summary after we wrap up the session. Zoom खत्म होने के बाद, once it is over, take 10 minutes, summarize. You can summarize in your notebook. You can summarize in your notebook, or you can summarize digitally on text and share with me. Okay. We'll be simulating a blind experience where you have to imagine that I'm seated behind you. The pilot in picture would be Victor Tango, Juliet Hotel Alpha, and I'll be timing. You don't look at the clock. You don't look at your notes. You only and only look at the chart. You can use your own charts. You can use the chart on the screen, look at the question paper, and get started. I will just walk you all through once and only once about what you have to focus on. Focus on the flight plan, focus on the instructions, read the questions, frame the call in your mind, look out for mistakes, check which ATC we are calling, and then frame the call. Don't miss out on any element of the flight plan. That's it. All the best. Take care. And imagine I'm seated behind. I'll be turning my video off because we are simulating a realistic experience where you all have to feel and understand that the examiner is seated behind you, connected through headsets. No push to talk. It means pilot giving the exam would be, what do we say? Would be on unmute all the time. Others, everyone will be on unmute, no cross talking till the session is on. If you'll have any questions, please post them here and on our personal chat, and we'll discuss them. All the best and do well.
Thank you, sir.
Can you see the screen, question paper, and the charts?
Affirm, sir.
Everybody, please take a picture of your question paper. You can start transmitting.
Question 1 Alpha. Chennai Radio. Akasa Air 9013. FIR report. Akasa Air 9013 over Basur. Radial 117 80 DME. Inbound Trivandrum. Flight level 320. Papa 570. Estimating Trivandrum 1730. Cochin 1750. Calicut 1800. ETA Mangalore 1830. Boeing 787 Heavy.
Go to next question.
Question 1 Bravo. Trivandrum Control. Akasa Air 913. Papa 570. Radial 11730 DME. Inbound Trivandrum. Flight level 320. Estimating Trivandrum 1730. Cochin 1750. ETA Mangalore 1800. Estimating enter Trivandrum control area 1720. Trivandrum 1730. Exit 1740. Request transit clearance. Trivandrum Control, Akasa Air 9013,
You're calling the wrong ATC. Go to next question.
Question 2, Chennai Control,
Can you speak slower?
sure sir. Akasa Air 9013,
Sorry, what? Who are you calling? Yourself?
Chennai Control, Akasa Air 9013, Whiskey 15, Radial 345, 50 DME, outbound Trivandrum, flight level 320, aircraft enable RVSM due equipment request descend to flight level 280.
Assume RCF.
Roger, sir. All aircraft disregard. Pan pan, pan pan, pan pan. All aircraft in the vicinity of Trivandrum, Akasa Air 9013, aircraft enable RVSM due equipment will turn right for 15 nautical miles at 10 nautical mile will climb 500 feet and fly parallel on deviated track. All exterior lights on. Boeing 787, keep a lookout.
Go to the next question.
Question 3. Chennai Control. Akasa Air 9013 over Cochin. Radial 165 05 DME. Inbound Cochin. Flight level 325. Received information. Cochin correction. Calicut airspace closed. Would like to reroute to Mangalore via Whiskey 118 Coimbatore, Whiskey 18 South Bangalore, Whiskey 1 correction, Whiskey 812 Mangalore. Request rerouting clearance.
Go to the next question.
Mayday, Mayday, Mayday.
Which question number are you transmitting?
Sorry, sir. Question 4 Alpha. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Mangalore Tower. Akasha Air 9013. See an aircraft head on, turning right to avoid collision. Aircraft appears to be a training Cessna 172, flight level 50, radial 08807 DME, inbound Bangalore.
Go to next question.
Question 4, Bravo. Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Bangalore Tower. Akasa Air 9013. Belly landed on runway 22. Aircraft suffered minor structural damage. No fire seen. Beginning evacuation request. Firefighting services and medical services. Persons on board 190.
Go to next question.
Question 5 first. Abbreviated precision approach path indicator.
Carry
Question
on.
5.
Just
Question 5.
mention sub question and carry on.
Sure. Sir. Second, clean air turbulence. Third,
Say again.
braking. I say again. Question second, clean air turbulence.
It's incorrect. You don't know?
Sir, I think it's category.
It's wrong. Next.
Question third, braking action. Question fourth, clear way. Sir, I'm not sure about question fifth.
You have to attempt.
Uh,
Okay. Just submit your logs. Everyone submit your logs. Once I get everybody's log, we'll discuss further. Okay, students. So कोई तो क्लास से बाहर चला गया है. Somebody is out of the class. I wonder why. Okay, Sahil, how was the experience?
Yes, it was not that good. I would have performed better. But
Not good. Why?
sir, like वो question फर्स्ट अल्फा में वो कोलंबो रेडियो कॉपी चेन्नई रेडियो फिर चेंजिंग ओवर वो सब मैंने नहीं बोला, वो मिस हो गया.
अभी पता है आपको तो. If you know it now, then why did you not do it then?
हाँ सर, वो मिस हो गया सर.
I mean, how? Why do you think you missed it?
सर तब फोकस नहीं था इसलिए.
Why? Focus नहीं था. कहीं और जाना था क्या?
नहीं नहीं सर, मतलब ऐसा नहीं, वो मैप और वो सब साथ में देख रहा था तो उसकी वजह से ऐसा मिस हो गया.
तो मतलब कोई और चाहिए मैप देखने के लिए?
नहीं सर.
Tell me, what went wrong? Discuss with me like you will discuss after exam is done.
सर वही है बाकी वो क्लियरेंस वाले में वो एटीसी रॉन्ग हो गया.
हम्म.
और
क्लियरेंस कौन सा क्लियरेंस?
सर वो ट्रांजिट क्लियरेंस वाला 30 DME इनबाउंड त्रिवेंद्रम वाला.
हम्म.
अ, बाकी तो सर बाकी सर ठीक ही था.
How was your overall experience? And how much would you rate yourself out of 100? What about question number 5? What about the flight plan? What about tracking? How is everything?
हाँ सर, मतलब क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 का सिर्फ वो फिफ्थ वाला नहीं आया, बाकी तो है ना. और वो सेल कॉल नहीं मेंशन किया मैंने फर्स्ट कॉल में,
Uh-huh.
वो भी मेंशन कर सकता था मैं.
Uh-huh.
बाकी तो सर ठीक ही था.
What else?
अ,
Tabrish, how about you? Did you understand the question paper? How about your intentions? How was your experience?
सर मेरा भी थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया था स्टार्टिंग में. मैं विक्टर चार्ली ब्रावो इंडिया कहाँ था वो ढूंढ रहा था, वो मिला नहीं. तो फिर बाद में कोलंबो उधर.
बाद में क्या? Please talk to me and
यस
please
सर.
try to control your rate of speech in a way that we learned yesterday, even in
यस
normal talking.
सर.
Yeah, have that control while you're talking in class. It will also make you practice and help you reflect.
परफॉर्म सर.
Affirm.
परफॉर्म सर.
Hmm.
सर एक्चुअली वो क्वेश्चन पेपर डिपार्चर एरोड्रोम देखा तो तभी कंफ्यूजन हो गया
I
था.
I don't see any control on your rate of speech. Please control.
सर जब डिपार्चर एरोड्रोम देखा तो कंफ्यूजन आ रहा था कहाँ है. सो फिर साहिल ने स्टार्ट किया तभी मेरे को क्लू मिला कि कहाँ है, ये तो मिलता भी नहीं.
Mm-hmm.
फिर
Hmm.
फिफ्थ क्वेश्चन में दो सब क्वेश्चंस में समझ मतलब मिला नहीं. फिर या फिर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में भी कंफ्यूजन आ गया था बिकॉज ऑफ द नॉट नोइंग विच इज द डिपार्चर एरोड्रोम.
Mm-hmm.
दैट्स इट.
Okay. So basically, if we cannot understand the question paper, it means it's a very tough paper for us. But our focus should be on what we are learning today and how we will resolve similar papers and situations in future. Now we are ready. We should feel like now we know how we missed and how we can avoid missing. Victor Tango Sierra Victor Papa, quick. How was the experience?
Experience was good. While Victor Tango Juliet Hotel Alpha was taking a calls. Before that, also I also was got what have to do, but I also missed a lot of things like that extra information given over there. मैंने वहाँ ध्यान नहीं दिया था. Lot of mistakes I also did with it. So yes, this is very nice experience to learn the things I wasn't cope up with.
Hmm.
That's
The best thing about experience, whether it is good or bad, is that if we are positive and open, then it always teaches us something. When I was graduating one of my colleges, I remember we all were taking autograph of all our instructions before our last day. And one instructor, a very young instructor, he messaged that experience is the best teacher and it teaches us at the cost of mistakes. So, whatever we are practicing here, if we come across any mistake, it is our job to learn from it and to avoid it from next performance onwards. That's the whole point of asking everyone to participate so that एक साथ हम सबका फायदा हो. So that one way we all are getting the benefit. So try to take it, students. Trust me, this is a very ingenious way of learning, and the education will stick with you for the rest of your life, not just help you clear the exam. Good. Karishma, can you share your thoughts?
Yes, sir. So the experience was very good. Like I haven't practiced RT for a long time, but I was able to recall when he started calling. He started taking calls then I able to recall many things.
How about your intent? Are you, after going the session, are you able to give me 50%, 60%, 70% accuracy? How's your
Uh,
understanding?
Affirm, sir. I think I will be able to give at least 60%.
Good. So, very good. ओके विक्टर टैंगो ऑस्कर माइक गोल्फ नाइस टू सी यू प्लीज़ मुझे बताओ आपने पूरा पेपर अटेंड किया शॉर्ट नोटिस पे वेरी नाइस Krishma, very nice of you to join. I'm very happy. I really wanted you to attend these because we have to crack it. And because it is in Mumbai, students, I will be there in person to guide you before the exams. ओके आई विल बी देयर समझ रहे हैं ना आप लोग सो आप लोग का सेंटर कहाँ भी आता है उसके हिसाब से आई कम एंड मीट यू और आई कॉल यू ऑल टू मीट मी एंड अच्छे से हम पढ़ सकते हैं फाइन ट्यूनिंग कर सकते हैं तो उसके पहले पहले अगर आप फुल रेडी हो तो आपको एक बूस्ट मिल जाएगा सो आई वॉन्ट एवरीबडी टू क्लियर द एग्ज़ाम एंड उसके लिए प्लीज़ फॉलो इंस्ट्रक्शंस ओम टेल मी पूरा पेपर देख के कैसा फील हो रहा है कितना सॉल्व कर पाओगे कर पा रहे थे
So I struggled in the initial part. I could not get the call sign. I was thinking about what is the Quebec Papa, but I then remember when he started the calling, then I remembered it is Akasayar. So I struggled initially, but I was little behind the paper. But yeah, I, I just need to catch up more. And question paper were easy, but some questions we have the proper phrases or the specific part uh, for example the RVSM animal RVSM questions and uh, so
Mhm. So we have specific calls where we can make it easy for ourselves by, avoiding mistakes. ओम और क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं आप? What else are you trying to say?
mm, nothing so sub, but it was easy paper, but I need to revise it again, do all the calls and I was more focused on the part two, but I think now I have to go through part one as well.
Yes. Students, part one is going to be easy. You develop maturity and fluency in class. Then you solve papers and it becomes easier बट फर्स्ट स्टेप यू कैनॉट मिस आउट ऑन. सो यहाँ पे जब तक आपके पास कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है 70 to 80% का, तब तक डोंट गो देयर. ट्रस्ट मी, हर बार शॉर्टकट्स नहीं काम आता है. बट एक बार यहाँ पे 70-80% भी ले आओगे ना, देन योर जॉब विल बी ईजी. एंड ऑफ कोर्स पार्ट 2 इज इक्वली इंपॉर्टेंट. सो प्लीज फोकस. यू हैव टाइम, यू हैव ट्रेनिंग, यू हैव एक्सपीरियंस. आपको सिर्फ कुछ 10-15% की मेहनत करनी है और मेरे साथ सेशंस लेने हैं बस, और डिस्कशंस करनी है. सो इट्स नॉट गोइंग टू बी डिफिकल्ट. आप मानो और करो. अगर आपको लगता है आपके लिए कुछ और अच्छा है तो प्लीज डिस्कस करो. बट आई थिंक व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज द फर्स्ट थिंग यू नीड टू डू for everyone who has the exam coming in coming days. बाकी we can always decide and change the strategy. मैं सिर्फ उनके लिए बोल रहा हूँ जो फॉलो नहीं कर पा रहे हैं इंस्ट्रक्शंस. जो कर पा रहे हैं बेस्ट है. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग दिस फॉर दोज स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट एबल टू फॉलो इंस्ट्रक्शंस इजीली. Please make sure you all do it. It will help you. So coming back to Sahil, I want to just understand one thing. If we know we have done wrong just after the paper, and if we know the strategy that before giving any call, we frame a call in the mind to fix this issue, then why are we not executing it? Sahil, what was the reason you were not able to execute it? And this is not criticism, this is just learning and understanding. Yeah. So मैं ना गुस्सा हूँ ना तुमने कोई मिस्टेक करी है. आई जस्ट वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड एज अ स्टूडेंट क्या हो रहा है वहां पर.
नहीं सर, कोई स्पेसिफिक रीजन नहीं था, वो बस मैंने सोचा नहीं उसके बारे में. चलिए.
स्पेसिफिक रीजन ये था कि मैंने सोचा नहीं स्ट्रैटेजी अप्लाई करने का.
हाँ,
बट वो हमारा काम है स्टूडेंट्स. जैसे आप प्री फ्लाइट चेक्स करोगे, सो बेसिकली स्टूडेंट इज सेइंग आई डेंट थिंक ऑफ अप्लाइंग दैट स्ट्रैटेजी. इट whatever checkpoints I'm giving you, mental ones, these are in line with how you will be doing pre-flight checks and system checks, which will become very important for you before deciding whether to take off or not. The reason of doing all checks for a pilot is to ensure the aircraft is fit to fly. Nobody talks about it in this way, but that's the whole logic. If any of your flight check systems doesn't work, you have the authority to not take off. But we don't show you that this is your responsibility in doing checks. We just say you this is your responsibility to do the checks. Why? It is as a final confirmation of all important systems working or not, warning systems working or not, emergency systems working or not, power systems working or not, control systems working or not. And then we take off. Do you think you don't already know it in your type rating? Do you think you already don't know in your airline checks? You know everything, but still we do it. Do you not think engineers have fixed the aircraft and tested the aircraft and checked and released it to service? They have. Still, you are supposed to do it again. Why? Because it is important for a good performance, which is keeping our skies safe. I am applying the same strategy in class for you all to follow. This is professional character build up right in class, in line with what is required of a sincere pilot. Eventually, you all will do it. यहाँ आपको कुछ मिल रहा है ट्रेनिंग में, आपको उसका फायदा उठाना. इतना ही है. वहां आपको जॉब नहीं मिलेगी अगर आप गलती करोगे. तो आप कुछ भी करके वो चीज़ सही कर लोगे. यहाँ एग्जाम के एन नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट्स हैं, इसलिए शायद आप ज़्यादा पुश नहीं कर रहे हो. इतना ही फर्क होता है सिर्फ. नाउ टेक इट एज सीरियसली एज थिंकिंग इट्स योर इन फ्लाइट चेक, रिलीज चेक, टेस्ट फ्लाइट check, whatever you want to call it, and do it. These little things are given to you so that you can clear in your first attempts, avoid mistakes. आज का डिले, कल का डिले, these are all technical errors that is going to play with your mind, that is going to play with your preparation, that is going to give you anxiety. All this will happen on the exam center, especially when you're going for the first time, second time, fifth time, 10th time. Even then, I gave you instructions before starting, which I didn't want to give, but I thought let's be generous with students. Still, if we are not following, then we have to understand that okay, let's follow the instructor, let's follow the training, and then you see the benefits. Is it clear, students, what I'm saying? प्रवचन पे ध्यान है किसी का कि नहीं है?
अफर्म सर.
Affirm, sir.
कोई और मजाक उड़ाए इससे पहले मैं ही बोल दूं प्रवचन जिसको लग रहा है लगे. But it's important. Coming back to your answer, it was a good performance. I was very happy to see that There was a little bit of conviction. What I wanted you to work upon, you did work upon that yesterday, and that is a good sign. Another thing is that you almost knew what to do in each question, so that is really nice. Very good. You made a lot of silly errors which can be easily avoided, and that is nothing to worry about if we can work on them. Silly errors can cost us the exam, or silly errors can help us save the exam. It depends whether we want to stick to the errors or we want to work on them. So, what are the essentials for each situation? Students, I'm going to just verbally give you all. You can check the timeline and later on you can replay to make a transcription of the notes of the calls. Okay, so that we can do it quick. मैं सब लिखने नहीं वाला हूँ. आप लोग प्लीज करेक्शन करोगे. What do we say? Yeah. You also make corrections, Sahil, as I'm saying. And everybody, if I'm giving a call, mentally make a note of it and timeline देख लो. Lecture थोड़ी देर के लिए open रहने वाला है. So you'll be able to record all calls by reducing the playback speed or replaying it couple of times and then logging it. So part 2 पे focus रखेंगे. We'll focus on part 2, but let's focus on part 1 first because फर्स्ट टाइम मौका है. आई थिंक एक बार मैं क्लास में समझा देता हूँ कि क्या छोटे छोटे एरर्स हैं जो हमारे को जो हमें व्हाट आर द स्मॉल एरर्स दैट कैन कॉस्ट अस बिग लॉस. So overall, Sahil, I am very happy with your performance. Don't think otherwise. It was a very good performance. It was confident, and somewhere or the other there was accuracy. We all make mistakes, and as a student, we are bound to make mistakes. You're not allowed to make mistakes when you're a pilot. But before that, it's okay as many mistakes as you make so that you don't make them in future. This philosophy you have to use in your flight training also. It doesn't mean you'll not focus, but yeah, it also means that you'll push yourself more to focus. It was a good paper. I am very happy. It was difficult. Um, it was an international flight. Students generally don't know how to go about international flight. Colombo seemed like Calicut and uh, Coimbatore and everything, but you did understand that you're coming from Colombo because you could spot Basur, you could spot the route, and you did think about giving a FIR report call. Just that if you could have thought once and then given the call, it would have automatically made your call much better. So technically you are sound, just the strategy that we use, if you apply, I'm sure you will see more benefit and maybe you will not have all these errors in the first place. So I trust the strategy, I trust you also, but if you don't apply the strategy, then it's not going to work. So what are the areas? It's an FIR report. FIR report goes to two ATCs. So first will come your uh, Colombo radio. It must be mentioned somewhere. Then copy Chennai radio. Okay. Good thinking, Akasa Air 9813. Is it Akasa? Is it Akasa Air? We can always verify. FIR report, correct. FIR report over Basur. You also have to mention FIR boundary. Colombo, Chennai, FIR boundary. That was missing. Where are you flying from to where? It is easy if you cannot decipher what the departure location indicator is, then you can just say IFR to Mangalore like this. Simply. At least you can say that much. You were not clear about whether it's Mangalore or Bangalore. Whenever you are speaking, be clear. ATC could have easily very well played with you negative, I say again, Mangalore, Bangalore, and you were too shy to speak these words out. Do not be shy, students. Your communication is key to your safety, and communication is key to clearing your exam. So be very clear. Here, the examiner was really very helpful. Next time when you do a paper, the examiner will not be helpful, and the examiner will do a lot of talking and waste a lot of time also. So this is one of those papers where examiner is not doing a lot of talking but checking whether you know or not. Such exams are easier to clear if we don't make mistakes. So it is very important that we avoid these mistakes. In the end, you said ETA and everything. You have to say changing over to Chennai radio. This is a big important part missing from the FI report. Changing over to Chennai radio. You could have easily mentioned cell call, which you realized. So W1 was missing. W2 was fine, very good. W3, where we are, FIR boundary was not mentioned. Why are we calling was half. mentioned, half not mentioned. So the errors were made on the basic call structure in 3 areas out of 4. So technically, you could have made them strong and your call would have been 80 to 90% correct. Because these are silly errors, but they are in major areas, even if I deduct 2 marks each for each error, out of 10, you're only left with 4 or 3, which the call doesn't deserve. It deserves much. So any day I can easily give you 5 or 6 on 10 on this sub question. But if you would have fixed these errors, then easily 8 or 9 you would have gotten. Easily. That is almost close to out of. Here some strict examiners can give you 4 also, but I think 5 is a good point. So 50 if we start with, we are not doing good. Our first question should be the easiest question. We should be ensuring that we give it in the best possible way and we score as much as we can instead of rushing. Second thing, personal feedback for you. Your words that you were speaking were very fast, and then there was gap. And then there were words which were very fast, then there was gap. So you can reduce the gap and you can speak slower the words. That way, your listening from the other station will be easy and your time will also be saved. Now, time is not an issue because you had 4 minutes extra by the time you submitted the paper, but you have to ensure that whatever you're speaking is also slow and the gap between two words or sentences is reduced. So that is something we have to work upon. Later on, when I said please speak slower, you did speak slower, but your gaps were still there. So that was stretching the call. If you reduce the gaps and if you speak slower, you would sound absolutely perfect. So you have a really good hold. I'm just fine tuning it to sound the best. So आपका बेस लेवल बहुत अच्छा है. बेस लेवल 70-80 का है. मैं आपको सीधा 100 पे ले जाने का ट्राई कर रहा हूँ. So it's not bad, but it gets difficult for the examiner if they are overworked. तो वो उनको हमें स्ट्रेस नहीं देना है क्योंकि वो स्ट्रेस इम्पैक्ट कर सकता है. Our job is to communicate easily. We don't want to overstress and overburden the other person. That's why RT is involved to make communication swift and easy. So we cannot make it difficult. This is why I keep telling Shabrish that Shabrish, you're too fast. It is difficult for the other person to understand. Please speak slower. Please speak slower. That is the reason. Okay. Question number 2. We just discussed yesterday. I don't know why you made the mistake. And it is not control area. I said, is it control zone or control area? So control zone, I think, is CTR. And it will go with tower. So again, W1 was a mistake. Uh, the reason for call was not really evident because call was stretched, giving basic info and later on transit clearance. It was a good call, transit clearance, but estimating Trivandrum control zone, enter Trivandrum control zone, so and so time, VOR Trivandrum, so and so time, exit Trivandrum control zone, so and so time, request transit clearance. So these are key points. Position report you have mastered, I am happy. You are giving me all elements, I am happy. Now, that is not as important as the other essential things. A combination of two makes your call 100% right. So W1 is again missing. And why are you calling? W4, if I say, is again under error. Where are you? Very good. No problem there. Keep it up. Very nice. Good thinking, Trivandrum, but it was Trivandrum Tower because 25 nautical mile is the range for tower and you are at 30 DME inbound. So it was CTR, not CTA. Shabrish, Sushane, we just studied it yesterday. Everything we studied yesterday was there in today's paper.
Affirm, sir.
Affirm, sir.
Sahil, don't feel you have done anything bad.
नहीं sir, doubt है.
Yeah, please ask.
Sir, in the chart it's given that the tower has a range till 25 nautical miles, but the height range is given till flight level 50.
Now we already spoke about it. Doesn't matter what the height is. What to do about that instruction? How can we miss out on that? What is the
Sir,
matter
वो
with the height?
नहीं सर, वो कल इंटरनेट थोड़ा वो था इसलिए शायद मिस हो गया होगा.
It's our job to not mess, na? It's our job to verify. It's line of sight. I told you all, no matter even if we are at cruising altitude, we have to talk to tower to take transit clearance. Simple. Tower or approach. ये चीज 1000 बार डिस्कस कर चुके हैं हम हमें वी हैव टू रिप्लेस आवर ऑटो सजेशन विद दिस लर्निंग एटलीस्ट डू इट नाउ स्टूडेंट्स it doesn't matter you have to take CTR transit clearance from tower and CTR transit clearance from approach even though at you are a cruising altitude that relates with control everybody make a note of it does that resolve the doubt
Affirm, sir.
Sahil
Affirm, sir.
I don't mind y'all missing but ये चीजें already discuss कर चुके हैं हमें थोड़ा effort लेना है see I can be nice and I can sweet talk and make you all positive and tell you all positive stuff but फिलहाल area of improvement पे हमें काम करना है are you understanding
Affirm, sir. I am.
कोई डिस्प्यूट है तो मुझे बताओ
नहीं सर, कोई dispute.
यू कैन जस्टिफाई बट ये पढ़ा है हमने ये पढ़ रखे हैं हम लोग
Okay.
स्टूडेंट्स एनी डाउट्स ऑन ट्रांजिट क्लियरेंस डोंट स्ट्रगल इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इजीएस्ट थिंग्स
Affirm, sir.
so see the core area for W's we cannot make mistakes W1 you have to be super careful but still a good call 5-6 is deserving because your basics are strong I really like that question number 2 50 DME outbound. It's altimeter, redundancy, failure, enable RVSM due equipment. Again, the why am I calling was a little not convincing initially. And whenever ATC or examiner is interrupting, continue fresh call. Don't start from where you left. And don't say words like sure, sir. Use affirm. Use RTR. Talking to your instructors. Come on. So aircraft runnable RVSMD equipment should have started with this position information later on. Route is not that important. Initially, we can say it later on. So structuring and understanding the importance of the call would be like this. Chennai Control, Akasa 9013, 50 DME outbound Trivandrum, radial 345, aircraft unable RVSMD equipment, flight level 320. Would like to descend to flight level 280 due aircraft unable RVSM due equipment. Aircraft so and so, passenger on board so and so, flight rules so and so, traveling from here and there. Request descent, and you can also say top of descent there. So understand we have to convince the importance by specifying and mentioning the importance. It should be very easy for the other person to understand हो क्या रहा है. यहाँ पे मुझे एंड तक समझ ही नहीं रहा है कॉल क्यों ले रहे हैं एंड में पता चल रहा है कॉल क्यों ले रहे हैं सो एम्फोसिस थोड़ा हमारा अगर ज़्यादा वाई आर वी कॉलिंग पे रहेगा तो बेटर है हमारे लिए सुनने में ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता सेकेंड थिंग नो रिस्पॉन्स वी हैव टू राइट नो रिस्पॉन्स एंड लेट मी चेक इफ यू हैव रिटन दैट
Affirm, sir. लिखा.
and good thinking when you wrote no response within 10 seconds you have to reply back so ATC told you uh, try to assume it's a no response call you first said all aircraft then disregard so here you have been given an instruction think and speak and you'll be able to fix these issues auto suggestion will build up when you're becoming professional and I don't mind doing it but in exam still think and speak and then you started with pan all aircraft here you spoke slow but the gaps were there it was fine it was not bad later on I can point out a few errors saying where are the position report elements so here position report elements are missing which is your strength that you're using in other places your radial DME flight level route is missing so that should have been mentioned here so again where are you is missing W3 is missing or W4 whatever wherever you want to put it so we have to have a good harmony between both so it is easy and for you it is going to be easy because it was a very good performance overall especially I think बहुत टाइम बाद आपका मॉक हो रहा है so we can consider it to be your first mock. आई थिंक वेकेशन से पहले हमने एक मॉक लिया था आपका,
हम सर।
उसके बाद लिया हमने, हैव वी
हाँ
टेकन
सर, ये दूसरा है।
रिवर्स?
नहीं नहीं, ये दूसरा है सर।
दूसरा या तीसरा?
नहीं, ये सेकंड मॉक है सर।
Hmm. So it was good. So here we are missing important points, and it was a easy question. Uh, ठीक है, again easily you can score 14 because of your strengths. कोई एग्जामिनर 12 भी दे सकते हैं. Question number 3 again quickly. Uh, over CIA you are informed seriously. So it was good call, rerouting clearance. I really liked it. Would like to reroute. I don't know आप वहाँ तक क्यों गए, बैंगलोर तक क्यों गए आप? आप कोचिन से कोयम्बटूर जा सकते थे, कोयम्बटूर से आप सीधा रोमियो 461 लेके पेक्साग लेके मैंगलोर जा सकते थे। तो आप इतना दूर बैंगलोर क्यों जा रहे हो समझ में नहीं आया मुझे। फ्यूल वेस्ट होगा, टाइम वेस्ट होगा। कैलिकट का एयर स्पेस तो छोटा सा ही है देखा जाए तो, ज़्यादा है नहीं। बट ठीक है, आपने बोला चलेगा, एटीसी मना करता फिर आपको ये लेना पड़ता रूट। बट आपके हिसाब से शायद सेफ था इसलिए आप गए हो। बट सी आप कोयम्बटूर से सीधा ये रूट ले सकते हो, रोमियो 461 रेडियल 337 आउटबाउंड VOR Charlie Charlie Bravo. Some examiners are expecting you to name VORs like this, Charlie Charlie Bravo. So it's better to say VOR Charlie Charlie Bravo. Make it a habit to use that. But I like that you used rerouting. Only error that you made here was an RT language error twice in this call. Students, this error I don't want anybody to repeat ever again. And the error is whenever you are saying correction. Whenever you use correction, you have to start with the last transmitted correct phrase or word. So if you're saying received information, Cochin, correction, then you should start with received information, Calicut airspace. So this received information was the last correct phrase. You have to start with last correct phrase after saying correction and then say the corrected phrase. This rule you cannot forget. This is where RT is a problem. The examiner will not appreciate it. And this error was made twice. So whenever you use correction, please make a note of it. Whenever you use correction, start not directly with the corrected word or phrase, but start with the last correct phrase or word and then say the corrected phrase. Is it clear, everyone? So Shane, Karishma, Shabrish, Om, and Sahil.
Inform, sir.
हम सर।
Affirm, sir.
Request rerouting clearance. I liked it. Overall, good job. Easily you can score 15, 16 easily. Radial, DME, flight level, route. Present route you could have mentioned. Aircraft type you could have mentioned, but no problem. Otherwise, it was good. Really liked. So you have good strengths. Your base is really strong, and if you can easily fine tune yourself, then I think you will score one of the highest marks in your Part 1 examination. So that is really good to see. Question number 4, Alpha. Similar question we had discussed yesterday. Mayday, 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 Tower. Here you missed 7 nautical miles. It is not DME. It is nautical miles. It is long finals. So again, if you think and speak where you are, again an issue. Basic 4Ws, W3 is an issue. So 7 nautical miles. It's not DME. 7 nautical miles, long finals. Good thinking to call Tower. Mayday, 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 Mangalore Tower, Akasa 913. Long finals runway 27. See another aircraft head on, turning right to avoid collision. सीधा ये आना चाहिए कॉल में, शुरू के 5 सेकंड में ये सब कम्युनिकेट हो जाना चाहिए. Then you can say 2500 feet maintaining, turning right, request further instructions. Traffic head on appears to be a training flight. Traffic head on appears to be a training flight Cessna 172. ऐसे इश्यूज होते रहते हैं, ट्रेनिंग्स बहुत इश्यूज कर सकते हैं. एट टाइम्स सच इश्यूज कैन हैपन. Whenever you are on finals, long finals, you can communicate instead of flight level in thousands of feet, 1500 feet, 2000 feet, 2500 feet. You're descending any which ways. So you can say passing 2500 for 2400, will climb back to 2500 and maintain on right. ऐसा कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं आप. It's not DME, it's long finals. Come on, focus students. It's simple. Otherwise, good. You realize the rules of the air. Here, whenever it's a mayday call, I also need person on board. I need aircraft type. It is very important to assess the risk. We did discuss it. So this is where conviction was there much better than yesterday, but it was not enough. But you are getting there. So I'm very happy to see that you are applying what you're learning. And I'm very confident that you're going to do good because you're learning. So I like that. It was a good call. Easily 6, 7 you can score on this, on what you have performed. Question number 4, bravo. Good thinking, mayday, mayday, mayday. Belly landing is structural damage. You cannot say there is no fire or fire. Immediate passenger evacuation is going on. Request firefighting services and emergency medical services or standby. Or you can say, so we don't need disembarkment here, we need evacuation here because it's a serious issue. It's a structural damage. So I like how you were trying to be conscious about the situation. Beginning evacuation also was a good effort, but now we have to fine tune it with respect to RT. So maybe this call can go like this. I'm giving direct. Maybe there are some errors in the direct call. So we think can give, but I'm giving direct. Mayday, mayday, mayday. Mangalore Tower, Akasa 9013. Belly landed, runway 22. Aircraft suffered structural damage. All passengers and crew safe. Initiating immediate passenger evacuation through L1 or R1. Engines are off. Request engine shutdown. Request immediate firefighting services and emergency medical services. Persons on board 180. Aircraft 320. I say again. Landed runway 22. Aircraft suffered belly landing and immense structural damage. All passenger and crew safe. एक बार रिपीट भी कर दोगे चलेगा. Initiating immediate passenger evacuation through L1. L1 means left side first door. R1 means right side first door. This aircraft will only have 4 doors. So L2 means left side second door. R2 means right side second door. So good. You said no visible fire. You could have no visible fire, but don't get into fire. Minor structural damage, no. You just say structural damage. Any structural damage is a mayday call. There's no minor structural damage. An aircraft is an aerodynamic device or an aerodynamic object. Even a small dent will impact its performance. So no structural damage is minor. All structural damage should be taken seriously. So, but good effort. I really like how you're thinking. And yeah, you have a good. So emergency medical services, not medical services, and person on board and all was good. So yeah, good, not bad. Easily 5, 6, 7 can be scored here. It is not clean, it is clear at turbulence. Maybe you just got confused somewhere. You did know it is clean, but it was clear at turbulence. Students, other than that, uh, this H codes from your abbreviation docs. I have given this exercise before also. There are about 6 to 8 codes. Find out all H codes and make a list of it and share with me. These codes show you operational hours of an aerodrome. H24 means 24 by 7 the operation is going on. It means you can take arrival departure permissions any time of the day. HJ means it could possibly be from certain time to certain time. You check your departure arrival time, and if you are past that time, then you cannot land on this runway. You cannot talk to this ATC. You have to go to your alternate. So these codes can come into your part 1 questions also. Are you following?
Perform, sir.
The abbreviations doc, H codes. Check it out. They're not much. And share a screenshot with me. So that's it. Overall, I'm very impressed with your performance. Silly errors. I hope now you, which already you knew, and those that I have told you, if there is a dispute or a doubt, please ask and tell me what is going to be your action plan. Shabrish, there is no reason to get confused. You don't be afraid of the paper. You are the commander. You are the commander of the flight. You have to take decisions in the favor of your safety. You need that confidence. VCBI, I don't know, but I don't know how to track. Correction, but I do know how to track. VCBI, I don't know. I check Papa 570 Whiskey 15. It will lead me somewhere. Question number one, Basur, it will lead me somewhere. I'll understand that, yeah, it could possibly be Colombo. They are not going to make me talk to Colombo Tower and all. At the closest for international departures, they'll make you talk to the radio only, and it will be an FIR report. Or it could be a departure report where you don't have to use that station's radio call sign also. So you need to have that confidence and clarity. Everything is in front of you. Don't think you don't know. Look at the charts, look at the question, catch the hint, take a call that this is right, and then do it. This is how you should be believing that everything is right in front of me. शबरीश आप समझ रहे हो?
Affirmed, sir.
You have to have this attitude. मैं कर लूंगा, मेरे को पता है. I will do it. I know it. It's there in front of me. You need to have this confidence. And I allow you to have this confidence, students, because you have done the hard part of going through the training. So you need to believe in yourself from now on, more than you were believing earlier. Is everybody with me on this?
Affirmed, sir.
Affirm,
Or
sir.
am I the only one
Affirm,
who's
sir.
driven and motivated and ready to clear this exam for I don't know how much number of time in my life? Chalo, good job. Any doubts or questions? No?
Sir, एक doubt था.
Yes?
If we are transmitting viewers as VOR, Bravo, 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 so
Hmm.
while logging, we have to write VOR, right?
Hmm.
That's-
Hmm. I remember sharing a list of updated call signs. I have uploaded it in notes. I'm not sure if anybody has got the revised note. Please reshare it with me. Otherwise, please give me a
Negative, sir, it's not
reminder.
there.
या है शायद मेरे हिसाब से कहीं ना कहीं किसी को भेजा है. One more thing, students, I've asked you for a couple of reminders. Basically, it's not like I cannot remember, but it is that your involvement into the whole action. But I'm not getting reminders. I remember one reminder I needed was the extra part two questions, all consolidated, and certain corrections made into our question number 5 booklet. But nobody is interested. ठीक है, I like your support, but now I want you all to be involved every day. Push and be involved and take authority and take control and be a leader. सर मेरा हुआ नहीं है, क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, आप मेरे को बताओ, कुछ तो दो. There are students who are doing it. I'm expecting the same from you all also. अच्छा लगेगा और फटाफट सब हो जाएगा. आप लोग कुछ गलत नहीं कर रहे हो, आप लोग बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो. सो डोंट फील बैड. साहिल, आप अपने हिसाब से टोटल कर लेना. योर प्रैक्टिस मॉक आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू टोटल नाउ, बट योर नेक्स्ट मॉक आई एम गोइंग टू टोटल. ओके. सो ओवरऑल गुड जॉब. बेसिक एरर्स है. डू यू थिंक यू कैन फिक्स देम और डू यू नीड एक्स्ट्रा अटेंशन हियर?
Negative, sir, कर लूंगा मैं सबसे.
नेगेटिव, आई विल डू इट, एंड इन केस आई एम स्टक आई विल टेल यू. पूरा ऐसा होना चाहिए, है ना? Negative, I'll do it. I'll be more careful, vigilant, and in case I think I cannot, then before doing, I'll consult and then do it in the right way. ऐसे जवाब सुनना चाहते हैं आपके सीनियर्स, लीडर्स, रिक्रूटर्स. समझ रहे हैं? सो हम यहाँ से ही वो अप्लाई करते हैं बिकॉज दिस एग्जाम इज अ वेरी सीरियस एग्जाम, है ना? एंड या दैट्स इट. Good job everyone for participating, and don't always assume that there will be a delay in starting. We could start anytime sharp also on time. So we are just playing with the mind here to see disruption हुआ है साहिल का छोटा मोटा and उसके ऊपर से impact पड़ा है. Next time Sahil has to be sure that no disruption can impact. This is how we prevent you from not clearing in the first attempt, or this is how we can increase the guarantee of you clearing in the first attempt. Are you following? And first हमारे लिए आने
Okay.
वाला attempt हमारे लिए first ही समझ के करना है हमें, अगर किसी ने पहले भी दिया है तो. समझ रहे हैं ना? और वो बैगेज नहीं लेना है. द मोर यू डोंट क्लियर इट्स फाइन. कोई बैगेज नहीं है एविएशन में. देयर इज नो फेल, एंड ऑल सिंसियर जेन्युइन रिटायर्ड प्रोफेशनल्स आल्सो विल टेल यू द सेम थिंग. फेल होना कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है एविएशन में. एविएशन में फेल होना जैसा कुछ नहीं होता है. लोड मत लो. आप जब रेडी हो तब आप क्लियर करोगे, एंड वो मैटर करता है. So focus on your personal growth. If you have any questions, let me know. Shabrish will be doing your mock tomorrow, first thing. I want everybody else to attend. Um, I think we'll stick to the same time, 3 to 5, if otherwise it is not shared with you. So mentally be ready, everyone. Okay? Okay? ठीक है? Let's do it.
Affirm, sir.
Karishma, any doubts? Sushen, any doubts?
Negative, sir.
Negative, sir.
प्लीज परफॉर्म वेल एंड जब जब मैं बोल रहा हूँ तब तक कर लो. आपका मॉक हो जाएगा, पार्ट 2 का हो जाएगा, उसके बेसिस पे हमें समझेगा तुम्हें कितना पढ़ाई करना है. दिन के 3 से 4 घंटे दो आरटी को, बाकी दूसरे सब्जेक्ट फिर कर सकते हो आप लोग. फटाफट आरटी गेट आउट ऑफ योर वे स्टूडेंट्स. एंड इफ़ यू वांट टू अप्लाई फॉर ग्राउंड पेपर्स बिफोर 7th, आज 6th है, एक बार कंसल्ट कर लो. और मैं जैसे बोल रहा हूँ वैसे करने का ट्राई करो. नहीं तो फिर एक पेपर क्लियर नहीं होगा, वो टाइम भी वेस्ट जाएगा, पैसे भी वेस्ट जाएंगे और डिमोटिवेशन होगा, वो अलग है. इससे अच्छा जैसे मैं बोल रहा हूँ, स्टिक टू इट एंड गेट दैट 100% रिजल्ट, एंड देन यू कैन easily do the other exams. So please consult, and you can always argue and debate with me in a positive way, and then we can come to a conclusion if you can satisfy me or I can satisfy you, however it takes. But don't just blindly run behind exams when you're not prepared or when you're underprepared. It has not worked in the past, it is not going to work again. Be smart and only do what you can guarantee to get results. Otherwise, don't do it. Don't do it for experience also, because you all have experience now. So please understand and listen to your instructors and try to follow it. And if you cannot, then just discuss, but don't disappear, students. Don't be so aloof. Please, I have seen some talent and potential in you, which if we miss out now, then will all be a waste of time that we have been working since a long time. So please believe, follow, and share your concerns openly before it's too late. And I'll see you tomorrow live. And I'm planning to do 2 mocks. So Sahil, आप ready रहोगे? And Shabrish, you are going to give the first mock. So दूसरे का जैसे ही टाइम मिलेगा, साहिल will do another one with you. करिश्मा, सुशेन एंड ओम, आज मुझे पता आज मुझे बताओ कब, जल्दी से जल्दी कब आप मुझे मॉक देने के लिए रेडी हो. जल्दी से जल्दी. वीकेंड पे there's going to be a class for those students who cannot attend on weekends. तो उनका मॉक पहले हम लेंगे, आपको वो भी अटेंड करने होंगे. Okay, students, I hope you're following. I hope you're following. And anything,
Affirm, sir.
yeah, and anyone and anything, Hindi translations, if not completed in English, if you want, just tell me, I'll give you the translations. Okay, students? Chalo chalte hain. Tomorrow 3 to 5, unless otherwise notified, and if anything else, just let me know. Just let me know if anything else. Very nice to see you, Karishma and Om and Sushain. Keep it up. Shabrish, follow, be confident, smile, and enjoy. You are going to get there. I'm going to make sure of it. Sahil, you are doing a good job. Keep it up. Keep up what you're doing. Okay, don't deprive yourself of the confidence, because it is really good what you have done today. Silly errors can be fixed, and I'm sure you'll do it. Okay? You panic when I'm panicking. तब तक आप जो कर रहे हो करो, सही लगेगा एकदम. And I'm sure nobody wants to see me panicking. क्लास छोड़ के चले जाते हैं बच्चे. मेरे को लगता है मेरे में हल्क आ जाता है कभी कभी. चलो, jokes apart, nice to see you, Karishma. Keep it up. Carry on. And remember, send me your estimated time of mock. All 3 of y'all. And all the best. Take care, students. चलते हैं.